Well, let's go live for a little bit and see who all comes in. And a lot of people live right now. How you doing, Bow Hunter? Any luck on hunting? Hey, Chris. How you doing? Right on. There's a lot of people live right now, so I don't know how many people are gonna stop in, but appreciate it. Hey, Annie. Right on, bud. Thanks for stopping in. I'll have to go live sometime you're not working. Annie, I'm gonna give you a wrench, so sometime you are here. Here's some opening time. Yeah, well, hope everybody's having a good day and everything's pretty chilled here. I'm not sure. I know there's a bunch of people live right now, so and I seen some interesting things happening. But this is the usual time I like to go live because it's my free time um, until I start working again. So I decided to go live anyways, and who stops in, and who doesn't, I guess. Can you hear me okay, Chris? He's like a bad luck thing. I watched a couple of your videos. You seem to be pretty good with the guitar. I don't even know how to hold a guitar properly, so we got a couple here that we got for the kids, but other than that, right on. Right on, right on. Yeah, well, you ever want to come up on panel, Chris? You're more than welcome to, bud. Like I said, I know it's a bunch of people are alive right now, so I don't think too many people are gonna pop in. I don't show my face. I just I tell everybody I got a radio face. Same as when people go on about wearing the mask. I always say I'm doing everybody a favor. It's like we're gonna get a lot of rain here today. Don't know about a lot, but we're gonna get rain. Oh, no, the friggin' hornets around here has been crazy. I don't know about where you live, but some active this year. I'm not sure. I kind of want to hear about it now. People are making threats, are they? Oh shit! I don't know why people care, like why people gotta hate so much. It's like if somebody doesn't like fucking people doing audits, well, go watch something else. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of wars going on with people on YouTube. They're fucking fighting like cats and dogs, and then 2, 3 days later, they're best buddies. So I don't know. I find when you pass that point with somebody of, trash talking them for weeks, fighting with them for fucking months, that's the end of it. I couldn't, not the type of person that can just, you know, go be buddies with somebody that, has done shitload of wrong to me. I see it here all the time. It's pretty interesting. Oh, there's a couple people out there like that I've noticed. Um, I've had one of my streams I deleted by mistake, and there's another stream I have that I've been thinking about taking it down because of something somebody said in it, but other than that, I haven't taken any down. NL, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Just another crazy day in the YouTube world. So NL, I haven't tried it myself, but a few people I know have gone live right from their phone from YouTube, and they're under 1,000 subs. So something's going on with YouTube. I don't know if they're doing a promotion or if because there's so many other websites that you can go live from, like Facebook and shit like that. So um, I was gonna try it out, but I figured I'd just do the normal panel. Um, yeah, I thought it was interesting. I thought uh, I'd try it out there for a minute just to see, because usually it says, you're not able to do it, but something's going on with YouTube because there's a few people that done it and they're not at 1,000 subs. Yeah, pretty chill here today. Everybody, everybody's live. Yeah, I I know what you're saying. It's it can be interesting. Still kind of blah. I only had one coffee today. Usually I have at least two. You know. CB. I'm not even sure what channel that is. CB. Yeah, you're right. But I just figured my channel be with just talk about good stuff, cars, trucks, jeeps, weed, whatever people want to talk about. Not try to stay away from all that drama crap. But a lot of people say that finds them enemies. Hopefully, said we were talking about it the other day. I kind of just say, I don't know much about it. I just try to stay out of it. Old. If I knew how to play the guitar, I'd be having a little bit of music here right now. I don't know. Got any tattoos, Chris? You're in the Army or Navy, so I imagine you got at least one. Question. I was saying, do you got any tattoos? You were in the Navy or Army or something, so you probably got at least one. I was walking around and talking there for a minute. No. Hit with a nail. Yeah. So did someone else do the tattoo on you, or you did it yourself? I have 2 tattoos. That's it. Both on my upper arm, so people can't even see them. I don't know how many tattoos my woman got there. I lost count. It's close to 30 or at least. Man, this town is so quiet, dead. No, hardly any traffic. Everybody needing their shot to come in and out. There's a lot less people. I'm scheduled to get my shot in 2 days. Interesting. My my stream just got messed up there a little bit. I don't know. Can you guys still hear me? weeks I lost my Wi-Fi cut out there for some reason. Okay. I switched to my phone data. My Wi-Fi there cut out for a second. I'm not sure what that was. Sorry, guys. I was saying, you still around the Cape Breton area? Ashamed? Yeah, sorry guys, I lost the internet connection there for some reason. Fucking pay all this money for internet. Damn, it's crappy. Chris. Shit. How you doing, bud?
Not bad, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
No, I am not in Cape Breton anymore. I'm actually not in Nova Scotia anymore.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and I'll be addressing that tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be doing a live panel and letting people know exactly what was going on all summer and why a lot of people haven't heard from me and what I've just uncovered all over Nova Scotia and New Brunswick and a few parts of PEI. I wasn't able to make it over to PEI, but I did a bunch of research. So yeah, it's not going to look good for a lot of cities. Right now, I'm in St. John, New Brunswick. For the last 2 weeks, I had to take on a job working at the carnival. Wore me the fuck out. Forgot how exhausting it can be. Using muscles that I haven't used in 20, 30 years. But I do have some good stories. Well, I don't know if they're good or not, but I do have some stories that I have to put out there. And I was about to download a bunch of pictures yesterday, and I went downtown St. John, and thanks, Chris. And one of my cameras got stolen from. I was setting it up. I turned around. I went to grab another camera out of my bag, and when I turned around, the guy was running with my camera on the tripod. So,
Holy fuck.
yeah. So I just lost one of my cameras with a whole bunch of photos on it. But I still have lots of video that I got to go through still, memory cards. But I just couldn't believe the balls of the guy just, right in the middle of King's Square in downtown St. John.
Oh yeah, he went and got some crack with that.
Oh, probably. And it's
Jesus
not like
Christ.
a good camera. It was an older camera, an older Canon camera, but still. Now I have to work on getting another camera.
Fucking unreal, man. Unreal.
Some of the things that I went through. One thing I will share with you guys. I no longer have Peanut with me anymore. I had to give up my cat for humane reasons. I didn't think it was right for him to be traveling around in a cramped little bag and constantly being afraid of a dog, bouncing from town to town and that. So a nice couple said that they would keep them. I can go back at any time and get them if I want them, but at this point right now, I think he's better off where he is. So I no longer have Peanut, but I do have lots of pictures and that of him. So, and one of my new channels, it's CAP Talent that I'm working on right now, and that's just for Cassidy and Peanut Talent. So, kind of naming it after him.
Oh, okay.
So, but
I'm gonna click back over to my Wi-Fi. So if it gets fuzzy for a second,
no worries.
all right, bud. Yeah, looks like it's okay right now. Yeah, not too much going on here. A bunch of people are live right now, but this is my free time, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go live anyways.
Yeah, I seen you over on another panel there, and then I seen that you were live, and I had to stop and at least say hello to you, brother. Been one of my biggest fans out there so far, between you and NE Fan and Dirty Mike. You know,
Yeah.
lots of support from all of you guys. So I had to come over and at least say hello and let you know what's going on. So.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I stopped by a couple other people's panels and say hi in the chat and stuff. And
yeah, I'm not sure who to ask about this, so maybe I'll ask you. Where has Canadian Rights ET been?
he's still out there, but he's not. What I heard is that they were taking a break, but the break's been quite a long time. So
Yeah, like I've been kind of off of YouTube here for 2 months, and I would check in every once in a while, and I never see him anymore. So, mind you, I haven't really been able to go to his channel either. So,
great. He went live about a week ago. He was at some little event there. I'm not sure what it was. I just stopped in for a minute, but I haven't seen the other guys' channels up. No new videos or nothing.
yeah, like even Canadian Rights Media and Canadian Rights Review. I'm not seeing anything new from them or that. Not seeing them show up on anybody's panel lately, and
yeah. So with Canada Rights Media there, I heard he was doing maybe a job change, but I haven't seen him post anything new either.
Well, I just hope that everybody's okay and that they're still, fighting the good fight out there, whether it be silently or that. But I just hope that they're okay, Like,
yeah.
Canadian Rights ET, man, he's a good guy. Like,
yeah, he is.
He knows
his shit.
Yes, he does. What's his nickname? The Law Ninja. So.
Yeah.
So I heard. Were you in Truro there a couple months ago?
Not me.
No, there was somebody else there in Truro about 2 months ago. They were at the pawn shop, and it might have even have been Chad. I'm not sure, but
I think it might have been Chad, but I don't know. I never seen it.
Yeah. No, there wasn't a video. It was one of the guys that worked there had actually told me that there was another YouTuber that was coming in that buys all of the camera equipment that they get all the time. So I was trying to get ahead of him, but I guess he got ahead of me and bought up all the stuff that I was looking for. So
Oh shit.
I hope he's putting it to good use. That's all. No, but like, no, I was looking for another camera and I was looking for a tripod, and apparently some other YouTuber had just come in and bought it like a day before. They'd screwed up my computer and they had to repair it, and I went back to pick it up, and the stuff that I was looking for was gone. It's like, shit.
Okay. Always the way.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Day short, something like that. $1 short. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and upload a couple of more videos here, or at least put them on my computer for tonight. I just can't believe what I had found out about the housing crisis and that in the East Coast. And, firsthand experience, what I had to go through there. It wasn't pretty. So, yeah. The last few months, it was like a big wake up call, something that I've never done before, something that I've seen many, many hundreds of my clients do to survive. So I went right in and I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the whole way and see what people have to go through. Living on the streets and living in poverty here in Atlantic Canada. So it's brutal.
Oh, you're right about that.
Yeah. And I know that there's going to be a few shelters that are going to be asking me to take this video down. Probably the town of Truro and probably the city of Sydney, and probably the town of Digby also.
Tell them to change their ways, and then you'll take it down.
Yeah, it's something has to change, or it's if we don't start doing something now, it's only going to get worse. And we are at a crisis right now when we have over 1.5 million registered homeless beds in Canada, and every one of those are filled. That's not counting the unregistered beds. That's not counting the over 2 million children that go hungry, that go to school every morning, that are hungry, that can't eat, that don't have the money. Their parents can't afford to have, buy food. It's just ridiculous. So the rent prices, you will be shocked at what I found out. I do have a list of landlords. You want to call them and check out what their prices are, but
the prices for rent in Nova Scotia alone are fucking outrageous. But I hear you, because I know what we pay for rent, and I know the housing situation. My wife's had her name in for low income housing for fucking 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And but yeah, the landlords, can have the most crappiest apartments and jack the rent to $900 to close to $1,000 a month.
Well, for instance, I'll let you know this. The one guy that I ended up traveling with, I had to ditch him. But he was paying $1,100 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment above a bakery.
Holy.
$1,100 a month. The average rent price for a 1-bedroom in Truro area is $1,000 a month. It's basically the same in Sydney, and pretty much close to that in Digby also. So, and what I found out about the shelter systems, that you'll have to tune in tonight for. You're not going to believe what I found out about the shelter systems. And it's not just Nova Scotia, it's New Brunswick also. So,
Great.
what I'd found out, well, I don't know, if you're an activist like I have been since 1985, for the homeless and the less fortunate, it might even bring tears to your eyes what is happening. So,
well, I'll be sure to stop in your channel when you go live for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be at 9:00 Atlantic time. So that's like 9:00 our time, since that's 8:00 Eastern Standard Time if anybody in the Ontario area is watching. Because some of this has got to do with Ontario also. I do have some flashbacks about Ontario and what we did there and what can happen here. So I have a plan that would work in almost every town and city within Atlantic Canada alone, and probably right across Canada. Whether or not they want to adopt that is a different story. But I'm going to lay that all out tonight and let people know exactly what the government can do.
Yeah, so if it involves the government, spending their money,
yeah,
then it's extremely hard to get them to do anything.
Yeah. Now, this is not just the government, though, that I'm asking. I'm asking the general public, especially business owners, to maybe tune in tonight and think about what I'm saying and about the plan that I have, because it would benefit even small companies to large corporations like Irving and Kent's and okay. So it would help promote their business at the same time. It's whether or not they want to do it. You're probably looking at, on the average, about anywhere from the average town, anywhere from $3 to $5 million investment, but it all pays off in the end. So, and it would help get the people off the street and get them the help that they need, all in one place, by the way. So stay tuned for that tonight. It's an ambitious plan, but I think that I've seen it done before. It can be done. And so yeah, we need to stop forgetting about the people that are sitting on our street corners, and that it could be anybody. And as this pandemic has showed, you're only a paycheck or two away from being homeless. A lot of people here in Canada. So um, having a place like this would uh, create more of a stability for people. Um, and a lot of the people that we have homeless are the forgotten ones. We have a large population of mental health issues within the homeless community. And that was ever since the government just decided that if we can just put them on medication and as long as they're not a threat to themselves or anybody else, we'll just kick them out and forget about them. And that's what they did. And it over flooded the shelter systems back in the late 80s and early 90s when that happened. And nothing has ever been done since then. And I can testify to that in open court that nothing has been done because I've worked in the shelter systems, drop-in centers my whole life. Okay. So I know that it's going to piss off a lot of people, but I know that it would help a lot more than it would piss off. It's just like people saying that you have to do this, you have to do that. But the government is just saying that, well, you do what we say, and you, if you're, we'll forget about you. We have veterans that fought for this country that are homeless, that, government is just doing nothing about because they have mental health issues and that. So they just leave them to be. And that's not what we as Canadians should be doing. We need to embrace.
They've been pushing the homeless and people like that into the dark, into the back parts of the cities for fucking years. And once they work their way up into the middle of the town, they eventually get the homeless and move them to the back of the town again. Around here, when the homeless comes in, they seem to just push them off to the next town as quick as they come in.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Like the town that you're in, there's actually no shelter for anybody, and I don't even think that there's a drop-in center in that town that you live in. I think the closest shelter is in Truro, and then the next one after that is in not New Minas, but around Antigonish, and then you have one in Windsor, and then you have a couple in Halifax. That's it. You have one in Cape Breton, but we'll talk about that one later. But there's no help.
Yeah.
So. Well, so oh shit, man, I'm playing fucking copyrighted shit in the background here. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'm trying to.
I can hear it.
Oh fuck it. It's muted. Sorry, brother. I forgot all about that shit. How YouTube is. But
we were talking over it pretty good, so we should be all right.
Yeah, and I'd heard the new rules that as long as it's you're talking over more than 25% of it, they can't really say anything. I found out that even though one of my videos that I'm about to post has copyrighted music in it, because I'm in a public place, which is at a carnival where there's always music playing and that, and I'm talking and that I'm allowed to actually post that video. I won't get monetized for it, but I don't have enough subscribers to be monetized. So
yeah, I got a bunch of videos that got copyright claims from music that I just wanted to use in some videos, and I got a copyright claim, but it doesn't matter. Like just like you said, you won't get no money for it, but I'm not monetized anyway, so who cares?
And honestly, I wouldn't want to be monetized. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not, if people want to help me out, that's great. I'm not going to say no to help anymore. But I'm not in this to raise money or anything like that. I'm in this, like I said, I've been an activist since 1985. Helped start the first needle exchange program in Canada. Helped make changes to the Privacy Act in Canada. Started a couple of addiction recovery centers. Helped start a shelter and housing place in Toronto. I've worked from coast to coast doing this. I've seen homelessness from the streets of Vancouver at Hastings and Maine to at the corner of Spring Garden Road and South Park Street in downtown Halifax. I've been there, seen it all. So
Yeah.
Just the way our government is going, it seems like it doesn't want to help Canadians anymore.
Right.
We have, like I said, 1.5 million beds in Canada, registered beds in Canada that are filled every night. That's not counting people that are sleeping on the street. We're a country of just over 33 million people, and we have over 3.5 million homeless people. That's almost 10% of our population.
Right.
So how can we let this happen in one of the largest countries in the world, landmass wise? I think we're the second largest country in the world, landmass wise. We have lots of natural resources. We are a completely self-sufficient country. Why do we have people living on the streets?
Yeah, well, with this whole COVID-19 thing going on, there's going to be a lot more people on the darn street.
Oh yes, and then people don't realize they're getting that COVID payment. Now, if they worked a couple of months before they got the COVID payment, and then they get the 36 weeks of COVID payment, you got to remember when you hit a certain bracket in Canada, your taxes go up drastically. And if I'm not mistaken, it's right around the $36,500 mark. So if you get all the payments from COVID, the 36 weeks, you just capped out what you can make in a year before you go and pay a higher tax bracket. And now you'll end up paying back all that money. You won't be able to get unemployment insurance when it cuts off. And because everybody's sitting back and collecting the COVID payments and not working, those jobs are now being filled by other people that the employer gets to pay at a less rate, at a minimum wage rate, instead of somebody that's been there for a few years that's had a few pay raises and that. So now they get to start over again when it comes to this. So now the employers are saving money from this, but yet these people, when the COVID payments are done, what are they going to do? There's going to be a delay in getting social assistance.
It's always the same thing. Rich get richer and poor get poorer.
That's why I've been telling everybody, if you were living without the COVID payments before, live without them now. I made the mistake of getting 3 COVID payments. I have to pay back that $3,000, and they're taking my income tax.
They're not taking it yet, though. Are they?
Because I got it the year before the end of tax season. I got it right around Christmas time. So that goes on my 2020 taxes. And now anything that I make or made that I get, which is nothing really, because I've been on disability, I have to pay back that $3,000 that I got from them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Before the COVID-19, how you doing, Myron?
Not too
Hey,
bad.
Myron.
I am having to pay $18,000 back to the provincial government at
Because of the
$159 a month.
because of the COVID payments, right?
No,
No.
this is from something I did before.
Oh,
But yeah, I got to pay back $18,000 at $159 a month. I'll be 80 some years old. I think 83 or 86 before I have it paid off.
yeah, yeah, and they'll even with the COVID payments, they'll even garnish your disability. Here in New Brunswick, I think it's up to $56 a month that they can take from you for overpayments on government stuff like that. So I would lose $56 right away on. And here in New Brunswick, as you guys know, I posted it. You only get $799 on disability here. So, you'd be back down to $744 or $743 a month that I'll now have to live on. But the COVID payments, probably one of the worst mistakes that people can make is getting those COVID payments. Because just remember, your taxes go up at $36,500. So if you made $1,000 at any point before or after within that tax period, you're paying a much higher tax. And I believe it goes from 28 to 33%, almost 5% taxes. And it's not just what that little bit over. You have to pay it on the whole thing, not just that little bit that's over the tax bracket.
Yeah.
So you end up paying a lot more in taxes. Like Canada, on the average person, a working person, pays 45% in taxes. You pay 30% right off the top off your paycheck, and you pay another 15% on any goods and services you use. There's 45% right there that you pay just in taxes here in Canada. So,
Yeah.
and then who does that fund? Dickheads like fucking Justin Trudeau that want to make you go into debt. So anybody that's hearing it, take it or leave it. But I wouldn't get the CERB payments just because of that.
The money's out there though, right? So even say you don't take that money, Canada's in debt, and it's going to be in debt. Canada's going to be in debt when we're dead and gone now because of this.
Oh yeah, we're like trillions of dollars in debt now.
Yeah. And the next thing, our money's going to drop and be worth shit.
Well, it
Because,
has been. It's down to like 78 cents our dollar right now. So
Right.
like, there's 22% off our fucking,
Yeah.
and then we keep selling off all our natural resources to global companies. You know, we may have the rights to the land, but like anything that's in it, the companies make the profits, and that Canada doesn't. Canada just gets like a land lease. So,
Yeah.
you know, they may be paying, you know, $100 an acre a month, so that they can mine up there. They might have 100,000 acres, so you know they're paying $1 million a month and to mine, but they're pulling out fucking 60, 70, 80 million dollars a month in diamonds and gold and oil here in Canada. And where's all that money going? It's going to the corporate companies that Canada allowed to come in to rape us of our natural resources. You know, 2/3 of our produce is shipped overseas. But where does Canada, you know, where's that money going?
Well, it sure ain't going to pay anything off.
No, but Justin Trudeau can spend $1.5 million redoing his cottage of Canadian taxpayers' money, and then have to have a separate police protection unit at his cottage because he's there. You know, we pay probably $3-4 million a year for protection at 24 Sussex Drive for him, 24/7. You know, they have an RCMP guardhouse right at the front of the driveway. I've been there. There's a nice wrought iron fence and stone fence out front. There's a big gatehouse there for the RCMP. You know, we pay them to be there.
Yeah, and what's the worst we've ever done? Have we ever killed a politician in Canada? No. We have, I think it was Cream Pie, Jean Chrétien.
Oh, yeah.
That was the biggest, I think that's the biggest one on politicians.
Yeah, well, they had that nut bar that went crazy in Ottawa there a few years ago that Brian Vickers ended up shooting in the Parliament House, and they called it a terrorist attack. It was fucking radical fucking nut bar is all it was. It wasn't no terrorist attack. There has never been a terrorist attack or an act of war on Canada since that I can ever read in the Canadian history. We have gone to war with other countries that have been attacked, like the States and when Pearl Harbor was attacked and that. But Canada has never been attacked, and Canada has never initiated a war. And mainly when Canadians go in, we are peacekeepers, and we end up cleaning up the mess that the Americans leave behind.
In the Second World War, we were in the war before the States was. Long time before.
Yeah, but we were in it with the UK and that.
Yeah.
It was nothing against Canada. Canada joined forces, allied forces with others to protect their countries. Like
with the UK first, and then the United States when they come in. Yeah, everybody joined together. Well, they had to.
Yeah, and look at the Korean War, the Vietnam War. When Canadians went over, we were mainly peacekeepers.
Yeah.
When we went over to the first Iraqi war back in 1990, 91, when all those oil wells were burning, all these American companies and that were going over there trying to put out these oil well fires and couldn't do it. But they had to send Canadians over, and we started capping them one a day over there. Yeah, that's true.
Hi, Jay. How you doing today?
But Canada has never, gone after any country in an act of war, that except for with allied forces. That's it. There's never been a terrorist attack in Canada, other than the one that they perceived was one. But I can't see, and I can see why lately there wouldn't be a terrorist attack here, because you have the biggest terrorist supporter in the world as our prime minister. He brings back, Omar's daughter, allows them to come back to Canadian jail, gives them a passport, gives them a pardon, gives them $10 million. Allow ISIS fighters to come back and be repatriated as Canadians, give them money for their hardship while they were over fighting against Allied forces that were trying to get rid of ISIS fighters. But yet, Justin Trudeau loves these people. He praises the way the Chinese government treats its citizens. And you can check out, you go to CBC, Global, CTV, it's all out there. Even all the propaganda channels actually had that on. Working with the Chinese government through the pandemic, i.e. the Radisson chain hotels, which are owned by the Communist Chinese Party, Justin Trudeau's paying those hotels to be COVID jails, and then the people are paying $2,000-3,000 for 3 nights, which all that money is going back to China. So, that would be one reason why we would probably don't have a terrorist attack here, because Justin Trudeau supports them.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not going to really give my opinion about the whole thing, because I don't know enough about it all. But
yeah, I've been following him for a long, long time, since before he became prime minister. I've had Justin Trudeau use the Elections Canada to send the cops to my door, and that's all documented with the Halifax Police Department. So, I have good reason to go after Justin Trudeau and find any little flaws in him. People say that I'm a vindictive prick, but hey, I guess so.
yeah, people like to say whatever, But
Well, you know what? If it wasn't for vindictive pricks like me that actually stand up and start saying shit, nothing gets done. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the voice of all voices or anything. Fuck, he probably doesn't even know who I am half the time. He would, except for maybe on a police report or something. But if we don't all start standing up for our rights, we're going to lose them. And just check out Bill C-36, what Justin Trudeau's trying to do right now, and that should explain a lot.
yeah, I know. I hear about that.
What I'm saying right now about Justin Trudeau, if Bill C-36 goes through, this video would have to come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And like I have a few other videos. One that I just put out would definitely be pulled. So actually most of mine would be pulled because I call Justin Trudeau a little bitch all the time. I've called him out on a couple of my fucking videos also.
Yeah.
Not like he'd ever fucking have the balls to do it, like I tell him, but you know. What you eating there, Myron?
Is that a
Radish.
cranberry?
Radish.
Baby radish.
Went and dug it up in my bedroom.
Oh. Doesn't sound too good if you got some stuff growing in your bedroom.
No, they grow pretty good. That way I got fresh radishes all the
Yeah.
time.
I love radishes, but
I was thinking maybe growing spinach too.
Be like
Go a
Popeye then.
little extra. Because spinach, you can catch crap off it all the time. It's not that healthy to eat. Because they fucking spray it with sewage water.
Oh, I remember you saying that before, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to start growing my own, I think. I grew some, I just never let it grow big enough. I started eating on it right away. Little pot this summer.
have you guys heard of the platform Rumble?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like YouTube. There's
No, I haven't.
well, it's RUMBLE. If you go on there, there's another new organization, news organization that's actually talking with government officials and shit like that. They're called Bright Light News, and there's a bunch of. I think I sent you the link there, Myron, yesterday or today about the OPP.
Yeah.
OPP and about this vaccine mandate,
Yeah.
and where there's thousands upon thousands of cops that are standing up against it now. 19.
Well, that's actually what we need. Like, we could say we're not going to get it, but it's the mainstream people that have to stand up because
Yeah.
we don't have any money, so we don't count.
Yeah. We're low stream broadcasters that don't know what we're talking about. So
Well, not even the broadcasters. We just don't have any money. We're poor, so we don't count. The fucking rich don't give a shit about us.
well, like I said, you only have rights if you can afford them.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, that's the way it is. I've been proving this over and over again. Some of the fights that I've lost because of bullshit with the government and that. So, I don't know. I love my country. I really do. I'm a proud Canadian. We have probably the nicest country in the world. We are the nicest people in the world. But when we have dickheads like what we've had running our government for the last 10 plus years, they seem to step away from what they're supposed to be doing and just putting their own agenda in now. And it's, we've seen it in the States, and now we're seeing it here in Canada. I'm not going to say anything good or bad about the president that's there now or the past president, but we all know what has happened in the past there. And if you think about it, it's the same trend that's going on here with our prime minister here.
Oh, okay.
Look at how Donald Trump thought that he was Mr. King shit, that he could do whatever he wanted and that. And like, everything that he that was done, he took the credit for, and swindled his way out of court proceedings and helped get his aides out of court proceedings during the first impeachment and everything. Justin Trudeau's been doing the same thing. He weaseled his way out of the SNC-Lavalin scandal. He weaseled himself out of the WE scandal, the non-disclosure agreement that he had done, and it just goes on and on. All the promises that he said he would do. At first, Rumble is free speech, but yes. So,
Bongino, does that mean he's a drummer? I've never heard of him before.
You smoking anything good in that pipe today, Myron, or what?
Just homegrown.
oh, I guess I should roll a joint here. I do have a little bit.
Nice.
I just wish that I would have been able to run into you when I was in the churro there, Josh.
Well, now, I can't even leave the province until I get my shot.
Yeah, well, the day that I left Nova Scotia was the day that Nova Scotia started implementing the pass again. And then we were doing the carnival in Moncton, and the mayor said on Friday that in order for us to stay open, we would have to fence off the whole Midway, only allow up to a maximum of 250 people on the Midway at a time, and every employee would have to be tested, and any employee that didn't have at least one shot would be fired. So instead of going through all that bullshit, the owner just said the hell with it, and we closed a day early because of it.
Yeah.
Probably lost, a few $100,000.
Well, I went down to this dive tavern there the other day to get a coffee, and I walked in there and I said, "Do you got coffee to go?" And she's like, "Do you got your shot?" And I'm like, "What, to get a cup of coffee?" And she's like, "No, to come in my building." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't see any signs or anything." She's like, "Yeah, there's one on the front door." But they got so many goddamn little pieces of paper taped on every doors about stuff. I never even noticed it. So I was like, she's like, "Can I get your name and your number for the COVID thing?" I said, "Okay." And she's got the book on the counter of everybody who's walked in there that hasn't had their shot, with their name, their phone number, and everything on it. And so I say, "Okay, my name's Josh." And she's like, "Your last name?" And I was like, "I'm not going to give my last name." And she's like, "Well, you came in this building. If you get everybody sick, we got to get a hold of you." And I said, "Yeah, I'm giving you my name and my number." And she's like, "Well, as soon as you give me your number, I'm going to look up your name."
Okay.
And I was like, "Well, now you're not getting my number." And I said, "I'm not giving my last name because it's public information." And she's like, "It's not public information." I'm like, "Well, it is public because I'm looking at all these names and numbers on the paper in front of me." And she's like, "Well, you're not supposed to look at that." But yet they have it out so everybody can see it. Like, You know, I could have easily, if I had a good memory, I could have remembered 3 or 4 people's phone numbers or 3 or 4 people's names. And I wasn't just going to write down my information so everybody that goes into this place could see it. So I was like, yeah, I'm out. Peace. I figured they called the cops, but never heard nothing.
Well, I know that everywhere you walk in Truro, they have signs on the door, Tim Hortons, even the taxi cabs, no mask, no service, period.
So
Doesn't
here,
matter
so
medical exemptions, nothing. They don't care. No mask,
yeah.
no service, period.
Well, here I can show. There's a sign at Tim Hortons, and it says our employees must wear or have to wear a mask, but it's not their policy to get us people to wear a mask. It's just a request, and that's what the sign here in Tim Hortons says. So I go in Tim Hortons all the time with no mask, but Lawton's, I was in Lawton's, and I didn't have my mask on, and they freaked right out in there. I said, listen, I can't breathe. She's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You got to wear a mask. So next time I might do a video of me going in there with no mask and just saying, listen, I got a medical exemption.
Have you ever thought of wearing a pair of panties over your head?
Just when I'm
That's a
taking them off
mask.
the woman.
That's a mask.
I have something here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but this is what
Yes. Any of this COVID-19 information or anything we're talking about is not legal advice or in any way or shape or form. We're just all people just talking and giving our opinions. Everything we say on this channel, so YouTube knows, is just our opinions.
Uh-huh.
Vaccines. Oh, yeah.
exemption. It says, under the law of informed consent, I refuse any and all vaccinations. I do not authorize any person, institution, government, organization, employer, business to inoculate me under any circumstance. Any individual who attempts to violate my right to consent will be prosecuted under the full extent of the law. My right of an informed consent is protected by national and international law. Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights Articles. Code of Federal Regulation Title 221 part something. Nuremberg Code. So, like, I just show people this now, and if they don't like it, well, like I told the mayor and that, I'm out of toilet paper and I got the shits. I'm on my ass.
Oh my.
I really don't care. You know what? That's how bad it is. Like when we finished in Moncton there on Saturday, people were asking me, you know, where are you going? Where are you going? I said, anywhere but the city. I'm not staying in Moncton. I've had, as it was well documented just this year, where I was arrested in my own bedroom. I'm still trying to file a lawsuit on that, but there's not one lawyer that's got the balls to take it on. Then there's when the mayor and city council and the Kodiak RCMP falsely charged me for uttering threats. I've been working on that too. No lawyer will touch that, even though it was proven 100%. Everything that I said was exactly 100% legal. and they couldn't do anything about it. That's why I never even had to go to court. But they charged me, took me down, everything.
Well, that's one of the biggest problems we have here in Canada with the law enforcement doing what they want, because they know the average Joe, for one, can't afford a lawyer. So they know you're going to get bound up in the court system. They know you're not going to be able to fight it unless you know your damn law. And like I said, the average. Go ahead, Myron.
They're doing the same thing, though. Sorry to interrupt, but in Australia, the UK, the United States, it's not just our country's problem. It's starting to turn into the
It's
free
a
world
worldwide.
problem.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
It's like all these. It's almost like Germany. Papers, 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 please, papers, please. We need papers. Under the Constitution of Canada, we can travel freely anywhere within our borders of Canada, unobstructed. But yet now we can't even fucking go to a Tim Hortons without having a passport. What the fuck is going on, Canada?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Oh, and IJ, sorry to interrupt, Josh, but YouTube, they are deeming what is right information and what is misinformation. But seeing as they're owned by a bunch of rich people, it doesn't matter. They're gonna go whatever makes them the most money. They don't. They don't really give a shit about what's being unsaid. They just want to make money. That's all they want to do.
Right.
And if they put too many restrictions, everybody will leave this platform and go to another one.
Right. Oh,
What happened?
what happened? Did I kick you out? Oh, I kicked Myron.
Oh,
Shit. Sorry, Myron. Come back up, buddy. I got fat thumbs.
oh,
I'm doing everything from my phone. I don't got a computer, so everything's real close together.
yeah. Oh.
I kicked you by mistake, Myron.
Oh. So, the jumping. Oh. Yeah,
I noticed DM's live. Epic was live. Hippie Auditor, he was live. But I said, fuck it, I'm going to go live, and people come, they come, and if they don't, they don't. I just do a chill stream and talk about whatever. And Myron, sorry, buddy.
You could have brought me right up. I was in the basement. That's all. That's where you threw me. You threw me in the basement, so you could have just went in there and brought me up again.
Oh shit! It never showed that you were.
Yeah, well, that's where it was. So I just backed out and then come back in again.
Now I know for next time.
You could take me off the main screen, dude. Now, there's one more over to the right of that button you just hit. Touch it, please.
What button?
I don't get.
It's Josh I'm talking to.
Oh.
Oh, for me, for big screen, you mean?
Yeah, don't go all the way to big screen. Go to, it's the third button to the right. I think it might even be the middle button.
I don't got no middle buttons because I'm on a phone.
Oh. Because there is two different ways to have three people on here.
Okay, yeah.
There's a big-headed way, which is the way we are now, and there's a small-headed way.
Um, yeah, it's all to do with the settings on my phone, but I find one setting changes another setting, and oh, it's weird. Let me see here.
Dirty mess.
See, I don't have that option on my phone.
Yeah, you kicked your video off.
Yeah, it's because that setting I just changed.
Yeah.
Gotta put it back on here.
Oh. Well, where the hell are you? There you are. I'm gonna take off because Dirty Mike is streaming Ogre going to the police station to get fucking some records and stuff.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming up.
You betcha. Catch you later.
All right.
Yeah, I've got a few more videos I got to download here, hopefully. Hopefully it's quiet enough that I can do it. So,
Right.
it's the way I have to download off of my camcorder. So, and I don't know how I'm going to do it now because my tripod was stolen.
Crazy, man. Just crazy.
You know, I think I still have my original phone. Like people thought that I was bullshit when I said it was busted, but like there's no battery left in it. There's no outer case left. The screen looks like a fucking spider web. It wouldn't turn on. Nothing. So I had to get a new phone.
Yeah.
And I don't get the no Samsung or anything like that. I got the cheapest fucking phone you can buy. I think I spent $90 on it, tax included, for a smartphone. So
Right on. I got the Velvet 5 gig.
Mine's the cheapest one, Alcatel.
Yeah, they all make phone calls though.
Hey, it's done a few videos already.
Nice.
The latest video that I put up about wasn't allowed to vote. That was all done on that phone. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of screwed it up. I was walking with it in portrait mode, and then halfway through, I thought that I could turn it sideways, and yeah, it didn't. The video kind of makes your neck go sideways, but
Yeah. Yeah, I did that with live stream, and I did walking down the road as well. I started it, and I couldn't change it once I started it.
yeah, I guess you got to make sure that before you hit the record button that you have it the way you want it. Then
Right.
you hit record. So, haven't heard much of anything from Canadian auditors, but like then again, it says that I have 5,892 new videos that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, there might be one out there then.
Yeah. So I apologize, everybody. I haven't been able to get on for a while, so without a phone, and I had to get a new cord for my fucking laptop because I lent my laptop to the guy that I was traveling with there for a bit, and he left the cord at the library, and I had to spend another $50 to get a cord for that. Now I
Jeez.
just lost my fucking camera. I had another one fucking smashed on me. I have one camera right now.
You have to show your face if you want me to let you up, because you can show me your face backstage, and I'll let you up, and you can not show your face. But I have to see your face.
Hmm.
Okay, perfect. If you want to shut it back off, you can.
Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Waiting. Tinkerbell. Hello, Tinkerbell.
How are you?
I'm very good. Someone is echoing, I think.
I didn't hear you. You have to pause YouTube. If you don't pause YouTube, we'll hear an echo.
I know that. That's why
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find where is maybe some of my phone here around me. I don't know. Okay, turn it off the Facebook. Just leave the StreamYard. I think it's okay now. I just well says hello. What are you doing up there, lady? Get down here. I just wanted to come up here and practice how to speak English with them.
Well, that's okay. That's great.
So, where are you from, Tinkerbell? Like,
I beg your pardon?
what city are you at right now?
I'm in Hong Kong.
Oh,
Hong Kong, pretty far away.
oh,
Gotta love YouTube.
yeah.
I got a serious echo going on. I'm not sure what's going on, but
I have everything closed. All I have is StreamYard open right now.
I'm trying to mute my phone.
Oh.
Muted
no
already.
worries. So, how's everything in Hong Kong, I guess?
Not very good at all. You have to wear mask all the time if you want to go out.
So, just on the public street?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
But if you're inside the house, of course, you don't need to wear a mask. I think I still have echo on my. Okay, I turn it off. All my phone is off.
So yeah, you're muted there now. So at least we don't have to wear a mask walking down the street yet.
Well,
Hello.
hello. We're still here.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, both of you, but it's still the echo is still there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
And it's not very good at all of the how to say. Sorry guys, I'm not very good to speak in English, and when I saw you here, up here, you guys speak English. That's why I come up. I wanted to practice my English. That's why I'm here on your panel.
Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Do you play guitar?
A little bit.
You're more than welcome to play a little something.
Do you play?
Yeah, if you feel up to it, sure.
What is that? That is a cannabis.
They're gonna make me wear a mask anywhere, so you're gonna have to put up what I have on them. And if you can buy them in the store, you can put them in public, read on it.
Oh, my stream's getting fuzzy here.
Oh,
She's giving you all break as your blood pressure will go down a bit. Sis Aji.
yes.
That's a good idea.
We always need a musical interlude every once in a while.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, so if you want to play something, sure, you're more than welcome to.
Nah, I cannot play this time because it's a night time here. It's,
Oh,
yeah, it's midnight already, and my employers is sleeping.
okay, no problem.
Yeah, I don't want her to kick my butt out behind the door, you know.
Yeah.
Next time.
Well, if you can live tomorrow about 10 a.m. Hong Kong time, I can play.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out what time that is here because
But you don't have a chance to go live on that time because since I just it's her time to do the live streaming.
yeah.
Sorry for both of you.
No, you're not bothering
It's
me.
joke, just only a joke.
Oh. You
She'll
can't
get
bother
fired
us.
waking up her employer.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to hear what's going on around the world. And, I like to talk to people on the street. So to hear somebody's voice from on the street somewhere else, it's just great. Um, a lot of it gets washed away by media or so-called media. I'm not even going to call them fake media anymore. I'm just going to call them so-called media.
Disable says Tinkerbell, what are you still doing up? I was supposed to be going to bed, and then when I check on my computer, I just how to pronounce your name, host Josh is on live. I just wanted to say hello, and I saw you here. As is IZ.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate your time and yeah. Any stories you have that you want to tell us before you go, you're more than welcome to.
I just wanted to say hi to everyone, to you, host, and to the co-host Ashim, and to everybody down there.
Well, thank you so much,
Nice
and
to
hello to
meet
you.
you all. All right, guys.
Okay.
I
stop.
see you next time.
Stop by anytime.
Yep. Okay, bye. Thank you
Bye now.
very much.
Bye now.
Bye, host.
Well, YouTube is a pretty cool spot sometimes. You never know who you're going to meet, man. Someone all the way from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, IJ, she helps me out. She sends a lot of people to my channel. So that's pretty nice of her to do.
Yes, yes. Oh. Well, Josh, I have to jump down. I have to do some more downloading and
All right.
get ready for tonight. But I will be on at 9 tonight, Atlantic time.
All
And
right, man. I'll be sure to come check your channel out.
thanks. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. It may be a pretty long one again. So, uh, anyways, see you later. And thanks.
All right. Peace, buddy.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, that was different. I kind of like YouTube, and like I said, I like everybody coming up to my channel and to talk to, and that was uh that was good. It's too bad it was nighttime in Hong Kong because I was kind of interested in hearing some guitar. Chris, he plays a little bit of guitar, but I think he's like me. He's too shy to come up on panel. So I usually try to start my live streams. The time will change later, but I usually try to do them between 12 my time and around 2 o'clock. Sometimes I run a little longer. Yeah, right, Chris. That would be pretty cool. Um, because also with this YouTube thing, you guys could do a private video um, where you just share the link to him. So um, like nobody else, only people with a link can come to that live stream. So there's some pretty interesting things. Does your brother play the guitar and stuff like that, or always losing stuff? Tinkerbell, that was really nice of you to stop in and come up on the channel. And like you said, hopefully I can do a live stream uh, at your daytime so you can show us your talent a little bit. And appreciate you coming into the channel.
yeah, that's it's pretty good to hear. I don't know. Melvin, holy moly, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Somebody said you've been going through a little bit of pain and stuff, but I hope you're doing well, bud. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Maybe still Tuesday in Hong Kong, not sure. Yeah, he said something. Yeah, um, I know with the stuff I deal with food, if it's traveling outside of Canada, there's a um, inspections, um, tons of paperwork, and everything has to be done safe and stuff. So I'm not too sure. I don't know much about it. Oh, Thursday morning. Ah, I think YouTube is pretty cool. How it can bring everybody, bring everybody close together like that. Yes, YouTube kind of stinks when you can't play, you know, videos and musics and stuff like without getting copyright strikes and stuff like that. But there's a lot of other good things about YouTube. So, like, I know with the cranberries, the water has to be tested. Uh,
certain chemicals and things like that can be only used at certain times. Everything has to be a certain standard, and if not, then they ain't going anywhere. But I suppose if someone's doing like a private, selling it out of their backyard, well, it could go anywhere. But we all already know that certain foods at the grocery store, you know, ain't the best for us. If people only knew what they were eating, a lot of times they wouldn't eat it. I know there's that company, you see those burger commercials, and they'll say, buy our burger, 100% beef. And that's nothing more than the name of their company. So it's all how they word things and package things, and how the untrained eye will read things. But yeah, we're talking about stuff that I really don't know much about at all. If something looks good, I buy it. I'm trying to get into more buying, which I don't always do, but more trying to buy products from Canada instead of stuff that's, uh, you know, coming from other places. Yes. Yes. You're right, Chris. Well, that's one thing I was saying, I don't know, in one of the chats about, um, they go on about Canada and everybody, a lot of the population being obese and overweight and things like that. But it's a heck of a lot cheaper to go into the grocery store and buy food that's going to make you fat, or unhealthy food, rather, let's say, than it is to buy healthy food. You go into the healthy aisle and try to buy stuff, holy lifting. So, not a big politic. I don't usually myself talk about politics and things like that, because I'm not uh, educated enough, I guess, to really give my opinion on that stuff. Um, Yes, thank you, Tinkerbell, for coming in. Always welcome to come in here. Now that I see you, I will give you a mod, and you'll be able to drop your channel link or whatnot. And IJ, I really appreciate you coming to my live streams and sending people to my channel. Much appreciated. Do I realize how many people are at the 4-day? 4 days with their being supplied? They restored to lives. It's a crazy world we live in. It's a crazy world we live in. There was something I seen or heard, and it's something about, one person or either two people or three people can't do much, but if you get hundreds and thousands of people from all over the world, like Hong Kong, China, here, there, and we all stand together, that's the only way to really make any changes against the government, Like, again, I don't really like get talking about it too much because I'm not educated enough to, but 2 o'clock. Okay, well, I think I will run my stream for another few minutes, then end it because of family things. It's coming. I've seen the changes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, thanks, Chris, for always come into the chat, and I'm sure I'll have to get you to come up on panel there sometime because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be too bad on panel. Like I said, appreciate you in the chat anyways, and coming to the stream today. Um, Everybody was live there this morning, but I decided to go live anyways, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, so I'm sure you couldn't ramble on more than the rambling that was going on earlier. So, anytime, man. And IJ, I really appreciate you coming to the channel, and everybody else that came in as well. Hope you all have a great day. And if anything exciting happen, I'd go live again. But anyways, have a good night, guys. Good day. Bye. Thanks, RJ. See everybody next time.